morning and welcome. Yeah, it's not much better. Joe Jaquin here. Listen, I'm banged up. I am. There's no way around it. But I'm fighting it. I'm fighting the good fight. Jason and I, we are short, of all weeks, right? We are shorthanded today. We're shorthanded pretty much all week. And so, you know what? You got to suck it up. Got to suck it up. And you know what? It's worth it because, let's face it, what we are doing, and I don't care if it's gold and silver, Texit, we are providing everybody with the opportunity to improve their lives, period. The only thing that is a question is, how much improvement do you want? The path is clear. It is extremely simple. I mean, there's, it's almost shocking in a way, because what we're witnessing, it's something where, gosh, when I first started, how many years? Gosh, it's so long now. All those years ago, gold was $300. Everybody was like, you're going in the gold business? Why? I mean, that was their answer. This is the amount of faith that people had in the United States, in the American dollar. Why? Who buys gold? Right? I mean, it was, the funny part was, it was really scary. Because even then, you're like, gosh, are they right? Is my read on this wrong? Am I setting my family up for failure? That's what I thought. It was in there. It didn't take long, did it? Didn't take long. And the housing market crashed. Then the financial crisis. And then a whole bunch of just absolute idiotic nonsense economically that, quite honestly, they've gaslighted as many of you as possible into believing that it's not happening when it is. And now, think about this. Today, Donald Trump says that Lisa Cook, Fed Governor Cook, is fired. She says, no, I'm not, right? The whole thing, we'll see, right? She's hired the lawyers, right? But why? Right? Why is it happening, right? We've never seen this, right? I mean, this. Now, granted, she barely got approved. Matter of fact, I want to say it was one of those Kamala tiebreaker approvals. But this is how determined they are. And the reason they're this determined is they already know. They already know. It's over. Fiat money is over. The banking system as we know it is over. What do they say? Dead man walking. Now, I'll tell you this. Jamie Dimon knows it's over. Right? The heads of the banks know it's over. The guy and gal at your bank, they don't know it's over, right? The bank managers don't know it's over. The people that call to confirm your wife, they don't know it's over. Most of the generally dumb public doesn't know it's over. Today, the banks cried and cried and cried about stable coins in the Genius Act. Why are they upset? They know this is going to put us out of business. See, one of the things, if you are part of Texas, you know this already. That's why I keep saying, all right, I'm going to say it again. If you don't want to do it with us, that's okay. That's okay. But everybody here, everyone that listens, you better have a Coinbase account, a Kraken account. You better know how this stuff works. I'm telling you right now. So why are they so upset about the Genius Act? Well, do you know that my wife's Coinbase account, she's got it sitting there in USDC or USDT, right? She's got it sitting in the stable coin, getting 4.5% interest. Uh-oh. The banks are like, wait a minute. If they can get interest there, why do they even need us? We'll be back after the break. 800-951-0592, Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason on this Tuesday. Let's take a quick look at the markets, okay? The Dow's down 35 points. Not bad. S&P's flat. The Nasdaq's up 35 points. You know? A calm day for right now. The 10-year note, 4.27. Right? Yesterday was 4.28. Oil's down. I guess that's a good, well, I guess that is a good thing. Gold's not down. 33.81 and rising. Get ready. Silver flat, 38.50. Yesterday we had $20 gold pieces at spot, 33.75. And don't ask me how we sold some. It was great, great. We sold a few. But once again, I end up with more gold than I sold. I've got 35 more 20s. Because a lot of people are taking gold and trading it in for Texas. I get it. So for you gold guys, I've got $20 gold pieces. $6.50 right now because gold's 33.81.50 below spot. So yesterday was at spot. Today below spot. Exact same price, 33.75. What do you buy gold for? Preserve what you've already earned. Preserve what you've already earned. On top of that, I've got 25 rolls, so essentially a case of U.S. Silver Eagles at the cheapest price in the country. I don't even have to look because literally I'm going to sell them to you at my cost. I've got 25 rolls of U.S. Silver Eagles at $825. You heard me right. $825. What is, I don't even know what the, I got to look. I don't even know what the regular price of Silver Eagles is. $915. It's almost $100. What's that, $90 off? Right? $90. Yeah. At 800-951-0592. 0592. So let's say I got $20 gold below spot at 33.75. I got silver eagles, and actually, that's actually a little below my cost. But the numbers I know is 830, 820, 825 just sounds better. $825, and I've got one case. And you know what the cool part is? Jason's got some there. I've got some here. So these are things literally you can pick them up today. You want to pick up 20s today? You want to pick up silver today? You can do it from either one of our offices. Just call and order. And if you've never ordered gold and silver before, today's your day. What a great day. What a great opportunity. You won't find it cheaper anywhere. And you can just swing by, pick it up. If you're, you don't live close, you live out of state, no big deal. Every time you order, we give you a trade number. That locks you in. You're locked in. Drop a check in the mail. Right? Drop a check in the mail. But, Joe, what happens while the check's in the mail? What if gold goes up $100? So, you're locked in. What if it goes down $100? You're locked in, right?
I joined Patriot in 2018. This is not. Joe and I have been saying this for a while now, recently, but in the years I've been doing this, the last 2 years, the amount of selling that's going on, the pressure people are feeling to make ends meet is pretty heavy right now. It's screaming, this is when you're supposed to buy. This is when you're supposed to buy, because everybody else is selling. And a lot of people sit around thinking about it. By the time you start to see the prices go back up and you start to see people maybe start to enter back into buying, that's when the premiums come up, and then it's just going to cost you. So don't let it cost you. If you want to put something away, put that savings away. Look at all the people signing into Texit that are using gold to get into Texit. What a fantastic example of what you can do with your gold and silver. I've said how many times in the air, it's savings, and it's used for emergencies and for investment. And we have come in with flying colors. Joe and I we're shining with how well we've done selling gold all these years, and then finding an asset that you guys can invest in. And you just, I like how easy it is. You bring your gold in, you walk out, you're signed up to Texit, and Texit blows past this your sign-up fees in 3 or 4 months. I don't think we've ever done anything, Joe, in a way that has worked both ways as we have. And gold and silver is screaming at you. These silver eagles at this cost, forget the spot price. The whole thing, everything is devised in dollars. We talk about how horrible dollars are. We all know how dollars, but we have to have a currency. There has to be a currency. It doesn't matter how bad the currency is. Get off the dollars. How many ounces of silver are you picking up? And do you have less Federal Reserve notes over the spot price to get it? You're just in a super. Every time I get a customer coming in, since there's less of them right now, I congratulate them for buying at such a great place to be buying. Because Joe said $5,000 gold is possible next year. What are you doing sitting around not getting it if you can?
Here's the thing, and I get for a lot of people, they're like, well, gosh, if everyone's selling, the price has got to go down. See,
not everyone is selling.
Right away. Here's the part you don't get. The central banks, the sovereign wealth funds, the hedge funds, pension funds, Harvard, right? I mean, they're all buying two things. Crypto, gold and silver. Crypto, gold and silver. Crypto, gold and... How about the Saudi sovereign wealth fund? Right? They're like, hey, yeah, we're in. Here's $40 million in SLV today, right? It's a lot. But that's every day now. That's every single day. So here's what's going to happen. The next move is going to be the crash. Boom and bust, boom and bust. And the premiums are going to go out of sight, and you're going to buy it anyway. Why? Because you're scared as hell. Why? Because I just told you What are the banks afraid of? You know, Jason's gotten debanked twice. Why? I can tell you why. They're worried everyone's going to take their money out. They're worried that you're going to find out the truth. And, of course, now, who was it? Bullard. James Bullard. I want a 1% cut for a starting point, right? But don't worry, I'm still going to say 2%'s the target, right? That's kind of the new, right? Okay. Listen, guys. Digital is coming because you're not going to need banks anymore. We've been telling you this anyway. Right? With the creation of digital currencies, you only need a few banks. Just enough banks to give out loans, credit cards. That's it. Because you can do all the same thing with digital money. You can. It's happened right now. They're freaking out. You know, Mexico's richest guy, I forget where he's in the top 10 richest people in the world. He took all his money out of the bank. All of it. Put it in credit cards. He goes, God, they pay me better interest, and they don't give me all this crap all the time. Everything I do there's cheaper, right? I mean,
yeah, you can have money on your crypto exchanges earning pretty good interest, at least comparable to, if not better.
Well, and again, we'll see. My guess is as these rates go down, the interest they pay will go with it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But it's still the same, right? The banks hate competition. They can't stand it. But here's the thing, guys. It's a house of cards. The whole frickin' thing. It's one, you know, it's so funny. It's like one giant Ponzi scheme. And they just keep throwing new money and new money and new money. Well, they got to throw so much more new money to make up for all the money that's leaving. Okay, breaking news. Lisa Cook now saying she's going to sue over the firing. So I don't know. Is she going to be able to vote? Right? We got a vote coming up in, 3 weeks? Something like that? 3-4 weeks? Is she going to be able to vote? I don't know. We'll have to see. But your bank accounts, I've said this to you guys before, you're a fool if you're keeping huge quantities of money in your bank. You're a fool. Sorry, that's the truth. Take what you've already earned, you buy gold. And then you know what? You take some flyer money and you learn how to operate in crypto. Here's the great part. You join with us, we help you do it. We have classes. I mean, that's crazy. You think I'm blown away. Go back to April. If you would have said April Fool's Day, hey, Joe, do you know that by August you're going to be full-blown selling crypto and having classes and having 60, 70, 80 people showing up to learn how to use cryptocurrencies and all that? I would have said, that's April Fool's, right? No way. But yet here we are. Because what changed? I saw the writing, finally, on the wall. Like the Genius Act, this is it. It is a back door to allowing digital to replace the banks, and the banks know it. Because literally, at the end of the day, why would the bank care? They write a check here, write a check there, so what? Just writing it to some other, that's what banks are supposed to do, right? I use it to pay my credit card. I use it to pay my mortgage, pay my car payment. But wait, I can't buy some crypto? All of a sudden, you're going to shut my bank account down?
They don't like it.
Why? Because they're going to go away.
Well, and the other thing is they can't really see where it's going. So when Joe writes me a check, it's still his digital account. And then I put it into my bank account, and then it leaves his digital account and goes into my digital account, right? When you put it onto Coinbase or Kraken or some other crypto account, and then you do even something more, you send it to TXT. The banking system can't see. The last bank was vicious. They started looking at the rumors from Jason's first bank, or I won't even say that. They had information that I gave them no information about, and they were telling me, is this a TXT investment? I didn't tell the second bank nothing about TXT coin. And there they were on closing out my account. This looks like you're doing TXT investing. I was like, well, none of that's your business, but I told you what I'm doing. I'm going to be putting this money into a crypto exchange and paying for things with crypto. No, you're gone. There's more to it. There's so much more.
800-951-0592. Gold's up 16. 33.83. $20 gold pieces now $8 below spot today at 33.75. U.S. silver eagles below cost. Got 25 rolls at 8.25. And we have them in Phoenix and in Colorado at 800-951-0592. The banks are finding out. They're finding out, and they're in a panic right now. Listen, they're out of money. The repo facilities are empty. The government is going to spend. The Treasury's got to put more money into their checkbooks. Get ready. I hope you do. I hope you're smart. If you haven't gotten on board with TXT yet, get in, guys. Get in. By the way, a huge day today. The first of our 35 mega mines is sitting on the pad in Victoria, Texas, getting ready to be hooked up as soon as the power company is done. So within 2 weeks? Let's call it 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, 200 L9 ASICs, by the way, just so you know, that's the, when you talk about mining equipment, they are the Cadillac of it. Immersion cooled. What does that mean? Immersion cooled. That's the best of the best. This isn't a warehouse with racks of servers. You can do it that way. You can't. It'll be so freaking hot. You got to have massive air conditioning to try to cool this. Right? The amount of power, it's like double the amount of power versus the immersion cooling, where we put them. They're literally in this liquid. It's crazy what it can do. And all of you, if you guys are on the Telegram page, you can see it for yourself. It's coming, guys. I told you. What are we doing? We're building the mine. By the way, did you see? Did you see how many miners joined again yesterday?
I was looking at that right as you were talking.
See it? We're going to be at 20,000 miners
this week.
When I'm on, when Jason and I come on the air on Monday, we're going to be at 20,000 miners.
It might be before that. I mean,
well, it will. It'll be the weekend, but we're not on the air.
It's only Tuesday, Joe.
We're going to be at 20,000.
I'm looking at 18,690
already.
So it could
be Friday.
It could be Friday. So and I was telling Joe this morning. There's TXT is still a very unknown thing. Everyone listens to this show, of course. You guys have heard about it.
You guys know it. It's unknown.
It's unknown, and there's a couple guys on YouTube trying to promote TXT coin. They're hardly getting any views. A few hundred views there, maybe 1,000 views. But this one guy he's an MLM guy. He's multi-level marketing. This is what he does. And when he found TXT coin, he went full force into it. and he's looking at the numbers, just as Joe is always telling you the numbers when it comes to gold and silver, and now when it comes to Texas. And he said, look, the projection of August 2025 at the end of August was 16,000 and change in miners. That was the projection. If we hit 20,000 by the weekend, you're talking like a 20% over increase of the amount of miners that they were projecting. So his prediction, the mine will be sold out in January. And I think Bobby's goal is to get it sold out by the $16 February date, which I think means we're going to be at $16 before February. And the mine, I thought the mine would make it to the middle of next year or maybe late. Joe already said he thought late, and he's backed off of that. Now it's hard to say.
They flat out told me, stop saying that.
January.
It's not going that long.
Is it possible that we have, through the Christmas holiday, ho, 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 get yourself some hash because it's going to be gone, January or February of next year? So you guys that have found this secret that's out there, get on board. And I've been saying this. Our deal is to get all the people signed up and get all the bonuses, get as much hash as you can get your hands on, and then the hash is gone. That doesn't mean Texas is over with. First of all, you're going to be getting your daily coins, but then there's going to be all the people. And I said this on the air already once. I'm going to say it again. Let's pretend we get to the point where we're signing up almost 1,000 miners a day. Maybe that's in a month or two. The day that the mine sells out, just think of the next 7 days. 7,000 new signups don't get to sign up. Those 7,000 people, or whoever they are signing up, are going to say, how do I get my mining hash? And those are going to be the first 7,000 people to turn to the organization of KXXT-AM, the KXXT-AM family or organization, whatever you want to say. And they're going to say, who's got it? Who wants to sell it?
I'm going to say...
And it's going to be crazy after that.
I've got an update for you guys today. Their rough projection is $100 by August of 2026.
It's crazy. That's crazy numbers if you're in this.
And again, I don't know. Here's what I know. And remember when I told all of you this? Here's what I know. I know what it's not. I know it's not a scam. It's not a pyramid. It's not a pump and dump. It's none of those things. This is the largest independent mining operation the world has ever seen. Only mineable inside of the United States borders, and 99% of it, because there is a few outside of Texas that have some mini Doge machines for certain reasons, but all within the state of Texas. Hundreds of thousands. Right? What is the number? Is it 200,000, 300,000, something like that? Miners. Again, $9.95 is the least you can invest. As we told you, you know the maximum. The 27-pack, $26,865. That's 3 9-packs. And remember, when you get a 9-pack, that's 9 seats, $8,955. They give you 2 seats for free. Just remember that. So if you did the 27-pack, you're going to get 6 free seats. And then you get a bonus between 300 and 600 hash. I gotta walk back something I said the other day with it. But it's 285, 289, something like that. And they're saying $100 in 12 months. 800-951-0592, $20 gold pieces. Gold just keeps going up. $33.85. So now $10 under spot. I'm sorry, $20 gold pieces, $33.75. U.S. silver eagles below cost, $825 at 800-951-0592. The banks are in trouble here. They've been in trouble. The loans aren't any good, period. That housing's starting to crater. Boy, I hope interest rate saves them. I don't know. I hope it does. But what are they worried about? More deposits leaving the bank because of the Genius Act. How many are going to go out? Are you going to be sitting on your hands when they do? That's why you put it into gold. You know, hey, listen, you know they're going to print the dollar. There's minimal downside. There's like no downside to it. That's what you do it for. And then you get into the digital space with us. By the way, tonight, this is a Welcome to Texit meeting. Angie's putting it on out on the east side of town. 1617 West Warner Road. Bonfire Craft House. They're going to feed you there. If you want to, this will be a smaller meeting, so you may be able to get some attention there. But I also want to announce our next meeting here in Phoenix. It's going to be on the 4th of September. The 4th of September at Barrio Brewing. This is going to be one of the largest meetings we've ever had with people yet to have signed up. So we're going to have at least 20 to 30 and maybe even 40 people that have yet to sign up. And they're coming with their sponsors. It's going to be a packed house. If you want to RSVP for either of those two events, please call at 800-951-0592. Today, we're going to be taking more Texit payments for gold and silver today. Some people are taking their Texit to buy upgrades. We're going to be doing all of that stuff in the future. Guys, it's coming. It is coming like a freight train. I will say this. This has gone much faster than expected. They were hoping to have $5 million worth of liquidity before the end of October. We're going to have $5 million worth of liquidity in a couple of weeks. What does that mean? That's liquidity. Let me define liquidity for what I'm talking about when I say liquidity. This is money Texas just has laying around, right? We bought all the mining equipment. We're getting it all put in. We're spending on promotions. We're paying out commissions. We're paying the office staff. We've got liquidity, plenty of liquidity in the marketplace for buying and selling. This is what we call excess. A lot of people are like, well, how can you know that you could get to $16? How do you know you can get to $100? Well, the math's pretty simple. They think $100 million worth of liquidity justifies those prices. What does that mean? Well, what if everybody and their mother wanted to sell? It'll drive the price right down. Yeah, you hit 16 and then everybody sold and now it's, pump and dump. No. We have all kinds of liquidity. How fast is this liquidity being chewed up? Think about this. Last week, we had over $500,000 in liquidity. This week's going to be more. The week after more. It's because so many people are signing up. We're going to have $100 million worth of liquidity in January. That's huge. Huge. And that's on top of the mine being built. Right? That's on top of all these other things. Why am I this passionate about it? Because I believe it. I believe in it, and I believe in its message. And when people finally see it, they're going to be like, "Oh, I didn't realize what these guys were doing. What? They did 100 million mega hash, right? How much liquidity? Yeah. Jason, it's incredible what's happening. It really is.
I sat around in Fort Lupton for 8 to 10 months trying to find something, even in the non-crypto space. And I was sitting around, looking, and I was looking for something that was almost this good. If I would have discovered this in the early parts of 2020, because I stopped doing crypto about middle of 2024. I got out. Not because crypto is a bad space to be in, but because I had other things I was dealing with, and the radio station was coming to be a part of my future again, and the gold and silver company, and I was like, look, I don't want to be a day trader. I want to sit there on my computer. There's other ways you can make money on cryptos. And I was like, I didn't find what I was looking for, but man, did I learn what to look for. And when this walked right in front of me, and then I brought it to Joe, and Joe had skipped on it, but Joe's like, okay, well, Jason's bringing it to me. This is what he was looking at. And Joe took the long look, and he just, hands and feet and head first, he was all in.
Dude, guys,
all in.
I've gone all in. That's how much I believe in it. I hope you decide it's a risk worth taking, because we're going to take it together. Jason's right. We're going to hit 20,000 before Friday. We'll probably be 22,000. It's incredible. It's incredible what's happening right now. Get in. 800-951-0592. Gold's up 20, 33, 87, 22. We started with like $6 under spot. Now we're at $12 under spot, $20 gold pieces, $33.75. U.S. silver eagles below cost, $825. Then we've been talking Texit. Look at, if you buy one share in one seat, $995. It's going to get you a tenth of a coin a day when the mine is full. Right now you're getting like 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 coins, but you'll be down to a tenth. You're like, gosh, well, that's not very much. But at $100, that's $10 a day. That'd be $300, $10 a day, $365, right? That's $3,650 a year for like 130 years. Now, there are some halvings down the road, but you understand my point. 4 times the earnings. What if you bought 9 seats? Can you swing 9 seats? $8,955. That gets you 11 seats. Well, now you're going to have like 1.1 coins per day every day. At $100, that'd be $110 a day. Could you imagine you're in retirement, and because you invested $8,955, you're talking about, hey, I could be adding $40,000, $40,150 to my retirement every year? And that's only at 100. Listen, they're talking about the path to 1,000 and 2,000, but I'm just talking about $100. And they're not talking about $100 5 years from now. And look at the track record. It was 2 cents in April of last year. And they said it was going to be 4 cents at this time, 6 cents, 8, 12, 15. Then they said it was going to be 50 cents. Right? That's kind of when Jason and I got in. And then they said it was going to be 99 cents. And then they said it was going to be $1.39. And then they said it was going to be $2. I mean, it's $2.85. I'm already telling you, the next price, couple more, about less than 3 weeks, we're going to be 3.5, something like that, right? $16 by February, maybe sooner. They haven't been wrong yet. Does that mean it's set in stone and it's facts? No. They haven't been wrong yet.
Well,
and you know what?
You could say they're wrong. They just didn't think it was going to go as well as it's gone.
Nah, you're right. You know what? Point well taken. Right? This is where they've been wrong. It's actually gone better than what they've expected.
Yep.
Right? I mean, that's just the realities. Right? I just told you they thought they'd have $5 million of extra liquidity in October. We're going to be there like in 2 weeks. It's insane. I hope you take advantage of it. I hope you understand I'm not doing this because I think you're going to lose. I'm doing this because I think you're going to win so big. You're going to take a bunch of that Texas and you're going to cash it in, and you're going to be buying $20 gold pieces and U.S. Silver Eagles like they're going out of style, because guess what? You know, hey, don't worry, the next day I'm going to get even more Texas. Yeah. How about a 27-pack? I don't want to think how much that would be